Hello, future millionaires. I'm making a very special video right here, right now, because the location is very special. So, and the day is quite special. Yeah, how do I say this? The idea for this video came when I was driving around because I'm looking for a nice place to drive to enjoy the sunny day. As you can see, Queensland weather is quite different to many other places in the world. And I'm blessed to have such a nice environment to do what I love to do, which is driving a car that I enjoy, meeting people I enjoy, eat the food I like, and live an easy life. Now you wonder, why is this guy doing all this when the market is tanking like crazy, right? And the truth is very simple, and I have been telling everybody from day one, and I've never changed my story. I've never changed the lesson. I've never changed why I did what I did. I took the investment from many other assets and put them into Bitcoin Cash. And I did not leverage. I did not try to play cute. I did not think I can outsmart the market. Instead, I dollar cost average into the Bitcoin Cash at the absolute lowest possible price on average. Not always the lowest price, but on average, I believe I've gotten in at a very, very good price. Split adjusted basically means I'm still up at least 100%, if not more, from the time I put the money in. Yes, there was a time I was up 1000%. So basically, from the 1000% high watermark to now, I'm back down 80-90%. However, because the risk adjusted reward is so compelling for the investment case, I have no worries about locking those coins away until 2025. And that's the reason I came here, made video in the past telling people one day in 2025 you'll be able to sell your Bitcoin Cash for apartment behind me. And right now we're still far away from each other, okay? Gold Coast apartments are doing quite okay. I think those apartments now, the price is about $650 to $750 now. When I made the first video, those apartments are going for $550 and above. How do I know? I used to own one. So I'm not giving people hypothetical stories. Not hypothetical. In fact, I can even show you guys which one I used to own. It's not visible from this, but it's in that building. Back then, that side has not been built yet. This side was built and was ground floor, 2-bedroom apartment. And back then I bought off the plan, so it was 565, I think that was the case, and I made money selling it. Not a lot, because I literally just use it as my office, and then I walk around here, make videos here. I never told anybody I was living on site, right? So, but that's a long time ago, so it doesn't really matter. I don't live here anymore, so you can't, even you chase me down here, it's not gonna make any difference. Now, why I come back here on today's date to make a video like this, I want to remind people that when you have an investment, you want to remember what is your strategy. Every investment comes with its own strategic decisions. If your strategic thinking decides that you want to take digital asset that is non-inflationary, that cannot be printed into existence, that is highly limited in supply and highly useful in case of Bitcoin Cash, and you evaluate what is the chance be able to predict prices going forward in the medium term, long term, short term. If the conclusion is, in my case, I thought even with my 10+ years trading experience in Silverpit in Singapore, I'm not able or capable or willing to sacrifice so much time on my time. Most important is the time, because when you become a trader, you are investing a lot of time for the additional return, and most of the time people don't even get additional return despite the investment of the time. So I asked myself, do I want to sacrifice the quality of life and my precious time to sit in front of a monitor and watching something going on up and down 24/7, 7 days a week? My answer was no. And since I can't do that, and also every single attempt I have tried to program a trading system using historical data to try to make prediction for prices. Every single attempt failed. Because of that, I know I'm consciously incompetent. So I knew that I can't do it. I knew early on I can't trade Bitcoin Cash. For that matter, I also don't believe until today, I still don't believe I can trade Bitcoin Cash. I also don't believe I can trade any other crypto for that matter, because most crypto assets are not tradable. If you have made a couple trades, you made money, you think you're trading, you're not. You got lucky. That's all there is. Do not mix up luck with skill. I've met plenty of gamblers at the casinos where they won a couple of rounds and thinking they got skill. There's no skill involved in casino games. It's all luck. And the luck is tilted towards the favor of the house. Therefore, the only sure win is the house. That's the reason I put my money in casinos before. But here in crypto, the only sure win is this. Only sure win is over time, long period of time, the digital asset of crypto is going to outperform traditional hard asset, like the houses around me. All those houses, yes, it will go up in value due to inflation, mainly due to inflation. But digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, this kind of digital assets, they don't just go up in value because of inflation. They go up in value because utility, long-term utility. No different than land in Australia. Land in Australia 1,000 years ago was very limited of use. 500 years ago, less bad, but still limited of use. 200 years ago, still quite not useful. But today, coastal side Australian land, very useful because people want to live there. So usability, the utility of the asset is going up, then the price will go up because utility goes up. And in case of cryptos, in general, the utility is going up. And that's the reason in the long term, the price of a crypto will go up. But does that mean that I can trade it? No, it doesn't mean that I can trade it. That's the reason I put it away, time locked to 2025. And anybody who ever thought that I lost my marbles because I don't know what I'm doing, which is true, I don't know what I'm doing, basically. That's the reason I don't do anything, because I don't know what I'm doing. And because of that, on a day like this, I want to remind everybody, very few people can sit down nicely, having a lunch, chat to friends, and then talk to someone you really care about. To me personally right now, I'm spending my time amazingly efficiently because I'm virtually not spending any time looking at the market. I'm right now spending time with my friends, with my important people, let's just call it that way. I spend my time, a lot of my time with very important people that are important to me. And that is incredibly more valuable to me than any amount of money I could make. So because of that, I think I made the best trade of all time. I won time. The last 10 years are some of the best years of my life. I won time. I did not lose a single cent in time value to trading, to investing, and I was able to make my passive investment still together with a very good return by any standards, and yet I was able to utilize my time. And that is the lesson I want to depart today to everybody who is willing to listen. Remember the value of the time you have. The time you have is limited and it's non-renewable. You never get the time back. Whatever you use the time for must be so useful that it has to outweigh the wages, the salaries, the income that you can generate. Otherwise, it's not worthwhile, right? So on that note, I want everybody to understand that on a day like this, you should remember what is your fundamental trading strategy or investment strategy. Stick to that. I don't know yours, so I cannot tell you what to do. But I want you to stick to it. I want you to remember that is the time well spent. Because ultimately you want to use your time to do the most useful thing to you, not trying just to predict the next wave up and down in asset classes and prices and other things. Time is the most important asset you have. Use it wisely. Don't waste it with things you don't want to do. Don't waste it with the jobs you don't like, and don't waste it with people you don't want to be with. This is the key takeaway. Because you don't get that time back. Time is literally the most important value. I hope you like this video. It unfortunately does not contain any trading advice, but plenty of life advice. Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna go somewhere else to spend my time wisely now. Probably go sit on the beach, drink a coffee, chit chat with people, talk to some strangers, then enjoy the sand between my toes and take a beach walk. Those kind of things, you know, the usual stuff that people think they could do one day but they never do. And I'm doing this any day when the sun is out and the weather is good. That is luxury for me. That is time well spent for me. For you, maybe something else. Who knows? I wish you the best. Enjoying your time. Do what you love. And just stop looking at the screen for a while. That's my suggestion. Okay. See ya. Bye.